Welcome everyone, my name is Nicole and today we have our 20-minute energetic strengthen and lengthen class. So we're gonna get moving really quick and just try to build the heat, build some strength, open up in a short amount of time so that you can carry on with your day. If that sounds lovely to you, we will begin seated. So maybe you sit up on a block or a bolster if you feel that's more comfortable for you and your knees. From there, let's add a little sway side to side as we grow a little through our spine. Getting as tall as we can, sending our gaze straight at the top of our head. Lightly roll those shoulders down, palms up. Take some moment to connect to our breath now. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out the nose. Breathing deeply in and out. You bring your hands, press strongly at heart center if you'd like to set an intention for the class. Maybe pick a word that pops into your mind or anything that resonates with you that you like to see more of in your life. And then we're going to drop the hands down. Inhale, fingers overhead. Getting tall as we can. Really reaching out those fingers, and then core engage as we exhale to the right. Look over your right shoulder. And then we're going to flow with the breath, twisting here. Inhaling up through center. Exhale, twisting the other direction. One more round. Beautiful. Coming back through center. Reach up again. And then we're going to come around onto table. Knees under hips. Wrist under shoulders. Shake it out here some. And we're going to move through some cat-cow. Let's warm up our spine some. Tilt the tailbones to the sky. Press down strongly through your hands and away to broaden across the heart. Look up. And then core, pull your belly button into your spine. Round behind the back of your heart. Drop your head. Tail tucks for a cat. And then go ahead and move between the two now. Breathing at your own pace. Smoothing out your movements. And back to neutral. From here, lift your knees, send your hips back towards your feet, and then send those hips high for downward dog. Keeping the knees bent a whole bunch at first. Look between your hands. Make sure that all your fingertips, your whole palm is pressing down strongly, not rolling up on either side, and then press down strong. Send those hips high. Drop the head. And then maybe pedal out the feet here. And then on the inhale, right toes to the sky. Come up on the ball of the back foot. Knee and the navel. Step through between your hands. Send out strongly through your back heel. And then inhale, squeeze, lift up in the high lunge. And then exhale, come down over your front foot. Step through plank, pause at the top. Just take a few breaths here. You could always lower the knees. And then elbows in. Lower all the way to the earth. Forearms come out in front, press down, pull in, open across your heart. Pick one leg up, reach it back further, other leg up, reach it back further. And then let's take a little swim. So as we lower on the exhale, the inhale, draw the arms back and circle through. Inhaling, exhaling. One more. Hands under shoulders. Toes curl under. Maybe lift up, push up, and exhale back into downward dog. Breathing a few breaths here. And then inhale, lift toes to the sky. Come up on the ball of the back foot. Knee in the navel. Shift forward, step through between your hands. You might need a few step throughs or have blocks on either side. Will also be helpful for downward dog and that step through. Squeeze your legs, inhale, lift, lift up, high lunge. Exhale, come over your front leg. Step through plank. Pause again here. And we're gonna rotate back and forth, side plank. So just shift the feet off to the right, roll to the right, inhale, left fingers up, come up and over, and drop back down. And we roll the other direction, inhaling the right fingers up and over. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last round. Plank, almost in, lower all the way down. Beautiful work. Roll your right shoulder and then roll your left shoulder. Trying to make this feel real nice. And then inhale, roll up. And exhale, roll down. Rolling up. And rolling back down. Pause, rest your forehead on your hands. Take a few breaths. Relax. And then go ahead and lift up some, hands under shoulders. And then kick your back feet in. Reach for your ankles or your feet. From here, we're gonna flow a little bit here. So we're gonna inhale up, kicking back into our hands, and then exhale lower. Keep holding your feet. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Just keep at it for a little bit here. Let's do 2 more. And then this last one, hold, kick up. And release. Press your forehead on your hands again. Sway the hips. Let go. And then let's draw our hands under our shoulders. Press up and back, knees wide, toes touch. Excuse me. For child's pose for a moment. And then rest your forehead on the earth or on a block. And inhale, look forward. Begin to shift back forward. We're going to bring our forearms down now. Press down strongly, all parts of the hand touching. Press down through those elbows, so lift up out of those shoulders. And then core engage, lift the knees. And then begin to send the hips high. Walk the feet in. Breathing. And then inhale, right toes to the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left toes. Exhale, lower. Keep going. And walk back. Forearm plank. And lower. All the way down. Excuse me. Back to Sphinx pose, forearms out in front. Pull forward. Take a few breaths in. Maybe roll out the neck, little figure eights with the nose. And then hands under shoulders. Press up onto all fours. Press under shoulders, knees under hips. Curl your toes under. And then lift the knees, send the hips back and up for downward dog. Inhale, right toes to the sky. And then stepping that foot between your hands, lower your back knee, and then pivot that foot. Inhaling up. And from here, we're going to take warrior two, arms, looking out over your middle finger here. Toes curled under, or foot flat. And then exhale, sink in to that right hip and come on up. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, pressing, squeezing, coming up. Last time. Exhale, lower. Pause. Breathe. And come on up. Hands to hips. I'm going to switch. Always pad your knees here too if this is too much for your knees. You can add a little extra cushion. From here, I'm going to send my left leg out now. Bending the knee. Extending into warrior two arms. Poking out those left fingers. And exhale, sink through the pelvis. Squeeze, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, exhale, lower, pause. Breathe. And then squeeze, lift back up. Beautiful. Knees back together. Turn back to the front of your mat. Boo, you need to move. Come on, move. Over there. It's kind of thundering out, so everyone's being a little extra needy right now. All right, so as we sit back down, you might want to grab your bolster here and sit down onto it. Or we begin to sink between our legs here. And maybe you work from the bolster to the block, and then maybe eventually all the way to the floor. Toenails flicking into my mat. Just sit and breathe here for a moment. You want to lean back on your forearms. Maybe you want to come all the way down. You can choose. And then when you're ready, come back up. And we're going to just remove our right foot, grabbing at the ball of the foot, and then starting here, with the focus being more on keeping a nice long back. I don't want to like collapse forward. And then pressing foot into hand, hand into foot, and extending it, straighten up from there. But I don't want to be collapsing and be saying lifted. So you can work these different kind of points along the way. And then release. And then to switch, you can kind of lean off, release that other foot, and then lean the other way. Draw your right foot in. And those toenails are flicking down strongly, sitting up evenly. And bend this left knee, grab for the ball of the foot. And maybe even this is plenty. I feel pretty decent stretch just sitting here breathing. And you lift it up some. Maybe really kick the foot into hands, hands into foot. And work on extending those toes to the sky and toward your face at the same time. Breathing. And then exhale, release. And come undone. We're prepared to lay down onto our backs now. From here, cross your right foot over your left. Pick your hips up a smidge. Move them to the right. Let the knees drop towards the left. Reach, look to the right. And then inhale back through center. Come undone. Re-straighten out. Cross the left foot over right leg now. Kick the hips up a smidge. Scooch them to the left. Knees lightly drop to the right. Reach. Look to the left. Breathe into the twist. And then inhale, come back through center. Re-straighten. Cactus the arms. Windshield wiper your knees. So feet as wide as the mat, and then just tick-tock those knees off one way, and then the other. Hug yourself into a ball, squeeze your muscles tight. Hold your breath for a second. And then release out into final resting pose, Shavasana. The feet roll out and the palms turn up. Shoulders lightly roll under. And just feel free to drop out here. Feel free to take any kind of variation that will bring you more comfort. Maybe you have an eye pillow or you would like a bolster under the knees knocked in. You decide. And then breathe into any sensations that may arise and let go of the doing and reap the rewards. And I'll guide you out just a moment. I know, short practice. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Or roll to your right side and pause. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And then use your hands to push yourself back to a seated position. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. The light within me sees and recognizes the light within you. Take care.